Oh, a cigarette would just taste so good right now.
Poet will taste good.
Lick red singy tail. Lick red singy tail. Now mirrors the setting sun. Now mirrors the setting sun. Lick red singy tail. Now mirrors the setting sun. And smoke blue cloud. And smoke, the blue cloud. Smoke, 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 smoke. Hey, that kind of sounds like Mose Allison. How cool. I met him when I was 19 years old. Oh yes, this music is bringing back memories for me. Really, really old ones. She was only 19 at the time, living in student co-op housing in Berkeley, California, right? But she was the only one there who wasn't in school. Because she didn't want to be in college. She wanted to be experiencing real life. Yeah, but she was still pretty innocent. So I kept an eye on her. Like the time she went down to the Monterey Jazz Festival with somebody she kind of knew from work, Monique. When they got to the fairgrounds in the evening, it was amazing. It was absolutely packed with people, a sea of people, and just the electric energy from the excitement. Oh, that night, they heard Sarah Vaughan, Dizzy Gillespie, Mongo Samuel. It was amazing. They'd never experienced anything like that before. And when they got back to the hotel room, Monique put her arms around Liza. Oh, and Liza said, "That's not what I came to Monterey to do." And she snuck out of the hotel room, and she spent the night on the fairgrounds. I don't know if she got any sleep that night, but in the morning, wow, there was Snooky. Oh, and he bought her some coffee and some donuts, and they went and they found a place, you know, like on the lawn. They sat down, they hung out together the whole day. It was Sunday, so that meant it was a blues Sunday. Yeah, there was Buddy Guy playing. James Cobb Blues Band. That's a pretty good player, really nice, yeah. Oh, and Snooky was such a nice guy, so sweet, so kind, young like her, musician. They drove back to Berkeley, California together. But that was a messy, complicated time in her life. There's a lot coming, a lot of going. But behind all that confusion, I heard a voice, and I don't know why it caught my ear. Maybe it was just more real than anything else that was going on at that time. But that voice, right? That voice said, "I want to be a composer." Oh, when I heard that, I knew I had to become her inner agent. Oh, it's not that easy. Let me explain. It's actually quite difficult for a spirit being like a guardian angel to change out of a spirit body and come into a human body. Because these human bodies are weird. They don't always work out But yes, it's only when we spirit beings hear such a strong need or desire, or sometimes even talent, that we're willing to make the change from a spirit body into a human body to become an inner agent, so that some human being can realize their dreams. Oh, don't feel sorry for us. We've got some really good perks too. We get free shows to Broadway.
Free shows.
Free shows, yeah. All expense.
Cash.
Vacations in Acapulco.
Hotels.
And sometimes fabulous updates to our work.
Sparkle.
There. But most of all, we're a pretty badass group
Very
of
badass.
spirit beings.
Do not fuck around with
Don't
interagents.
mess around.
It's my advice, especially around.
Because, we like to get things done. Most of us. We have an interagent, we like to get things done. So that's why I set up a chance encounter with her and one of my former clients. As a white kid from Mississippi, piano player too, kind of shy and awkward like her. A lot of talent though. He even wrote a song where he claimed to have stolen the blues. Oh, yeah, what a kid. His name was Mose Allison. I mean, you have heard of him. Who were also way into music the way that she was too. They were listening to Stevie Wonder. They were listening to Herbie Hancock. I mean, it was funk. There was jazz. They were also listening to Marvin Gaye and Aretha Franklin. Rhythm and blues, soul. And then, of course, they were listening to Carole King, because after all, it was 1974. So she and her friends decided to walk down to the University Bar on Shattuck Avenue. It was kind of just this hole-in-the-wall bar place, because they had decided they wanted to go hear some live music. Because
life they
discovered has a creative mission, and companions are required. So they walked into the bar. There's nobody there, it's completely empty. Oh, it was probably just a little bit early, just opened. So they walked up to the bar then. They got some sodas. They weren't old enough to drink yet. And then they sat down at the table right next to the piano player.
Are steady coming through.
Oh, did they love jazz? Oh, man, deep conversation ensued as they riffed on like the favorite artist, their favorite singer, their favorite albums. And Mose just sat back. He just sat back and he listened. Yeah, he listened to them. And he treated them like equals. Or like the equals they would become when they had struggled, sweated, created something uniquely original. But for now, he was allowing them to imagine themselves into their futures on the updraft of this incredibly kind and generous musician who was allowing them to imagine themselves in his own league. Oh, you know, Mose is just like the best kind of teacher there is. She never forgot him, no. And she took his gift with her unknowingly into her own future. Oh, she's reset her button. She did it. She's like found her creativity again. She's writing music. She did it. Maybe she'll even find a few art buddies or somebody to share that alone space with. Oh, and that means that my struggle is done too. And you know what? When my work is done, I like to dance. Lit red ciggy tip.
Lit red ciggy tip.
Now mirrors the setting sun. Lit red ciggy tip.
Lit red ciggy tip.
Now mirrors the setting sun.